I just noticed how much of my life I never get 3 in a row. And anyway, good week, all things considered. You know, I felt really good about the No Kings protests. Just be honest, like of all the news out there that's bad, that did give me some hope. It was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw them in person. If anybody went or anyone looked around, it really was. It was like huge numbers of people, millions and millions and millions of people. Like I think 2% of the U.S. or something, and tons of American flags and peaceful, well-received and people in person talking. What I think is where most actual progress is made. I don't know. I felt very good about it. I'll just say that. I felt very good about it, and it was all over the city. I was kind of driving around with some family, and people really hate the LA Kings. Yeah, dude. People take hockey seriously, and they were fucking pissed. They were fucking furious, dude. And the country was out in force. I work at FedEx, and there was separate protests on my route honked that all have made the world better. I straight up do feel that way. I'm not even kidding. Like, listen, I know that there's gonna be a lot of bad news today. Honestly, I'm talking about economic stuff and some such things in Marketing Monday. But I do feel quite good about those protests. I felt like so many problems can be solved when people are in person. When people are outside, when they're not filtered through an algorithm. I think people are just better in general. I think people are better in person. It reminds me, this is such a small way to think about it, such a stupid gamer brain way to think about it. But like, it reminds me of Smash Brothers Melee, where everybody, when they talk about Smash Brothers Melee online, or when you're playing someone online, they're a huge dipshit. They're such an asshole. They're such a taunt spamming loser. And then when you play someone in person, they're always so nice. They're so every Smash Fest in real life, everyone's like laughing, patting you on the back. It is just like that. Some of those people are still taunt spamming losers in person. That's true. You're not wrong. I am thinking of some people actually that break that rule. Atrioc, what are your... Wait, Atrioc, I saw some stuff mentioned about the what rule? You mean Ludwig? Well, is Ludwig a taunt spamming loser in person? No, Ludwig's fun to play Melee with. Listen, Melee is an area where you can't lie, dude. You can't tell. I can't call someone's... Aiden is not fun to play Melee with, but he doesn't spam taunts. Aiden might be one of the least fun people to play Melee with in the world. He's a chain grabbing chic ditto. But he's a good man, and that's what matters in this world. Aiden doesn't count because he's the same in person and online. Oh, that's not true. Don't let him gaslight you. He's the same in what he chats, but if you could watch Aiden's face in person or online, he's the world's biggest rager. I'm not joking that Aiden, if he's sitting alone at his desk playing Melee and he's losing, will smash the desk. He'll slam and go, oh, this fucking guy. But he'll type like, hey, good games. He'll type like, hey, great games. You played really great. Like he'll type whatever, but he is pissed. But in person, he doesn't actually get mad. He's like, he's actually fine. Yeah, he's just woke. That's not what I was saying, but you gave me a finishing line. So yeah, he's just woke. You're right. That's what it is. That makes sense. I did that so much as a teenager, screaming, cussing someone out, then throwing a GG well played. I mean, listen, you could say that is a sign of your character, to be honest. It's not good that it's like causing you so much stress, but the ability to have negative emotions and then hit a filter in your brain that goes, I can't act this way, and then put out a GG is good. It's good for society. More people need Aiden's filter. Okay? That's a good thing. The ability to just say like, hey, GG, even though you don't feel it, is like good. It's positive. HR, you had to reach the new Builder AI merch. I need a way to make fun of AI bros. Here's the problem. I found this out when I did the FTX hat. If I release a hat of a failed company that just happened, people don't think you're wearing it ironically. If you wear an FTX hat or a Builder AI hat, they just think you work for those companies or like really support them. Like wearing a crypto hat in 2025 is still people think like, oh, this guy loves crypto. It doesn't. I am irony pilled enough that it looks hilarious to me, but I don't think you could pull it off. We're wearing a MAGA hat ironically. Fucking walking around. No, it's ironic, dude. It's ironic. I call him Drumpf. Curb did it first. Curb didn't wear it ironically. He wore it because people would avoid him at restaurants. And he wanted to be alone, which is one of the greatest sitcom episode plots ever. Calling it Curb like it's his name? Yeah, that's his name. Jerry Seinfeld, the lead actor, was Jerry Seinfeld. So the main character of Curb Your Enthusiasm is Curb, last name Your Enthusiasm. It's fucking obvious. That's how it works. Hey, Atrioc, I just quit my previous job because I didn't make shit all for money. Now I'm doing truck driving. Today was my first day of orientation and it already sucks. Let's fucking go. Damn, bro. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to fucking hear that. But better money, maybe? I'm assuming? Possibly? You quit the previous job because it sucks for money, and now maybe you got some better. Maybe this might. Truck driving is good money, just bad hours. The thing about it is, you get more time to watch your favorite streamer, especially one who's so active and streams many, many hours during the week. So that's a huge W for trucking. I also drive a truck. It does indeed suck. A little poet there. You could also be a poet. Not as much as Atrioc not watching the vid I made for him, but it does suck a lot. Okay. Okay. Feels targeted. Now, I haven't streamed in a while. Maybe I forgot the vibe here, but I thought, this is my recollection, a hazy recollection, was that it's this really positive vibe, you know, where the chat's sort of like friendly, positive banter, and there's like a nice back and forth. That's like, I don't remember anything where it was like making fun of the streamer. That doesn't sound like we wouldn't want that, because that would be weird. And we would never ever spam Glizzy. That's another thing that I think we also would fucking agree on. Give myself some more. I got a lot to talk about. Do you have memory loss or what? I don't have memory loss. In fact, my memory is crackling because I finally got some good sleep. Did you declare an end to the year of kindness? No. In fact, I think I'm trying it again. I feel like the year of kindness follows my age-old Atrioc's lawnmower metaphor. If you're unfamiliar, the Atrioc's lawnmower metaphor is that sometimes you gotta pull it a few times before the lawnmower starts. Okay? It goes, then it stops. Then it stops. Okay, this is the third poll of the year of kindness. I think the protests made me realize how most people in real life are nice. Like, if you get rid of the digital intermediary, people are nice. Most people are nice. Most people are not trying to fuck you over. Most people are like, generally, they have their fun interests. They want to talk about them. I don't know. I just think that most people are nice. But because we're all isolated and online and stuck in our homes and filtered through ever-increasing rage bait, we're getting angrier. I think that's not you guys. You guys are all evil. You guys are all evil, but most people in general. People evil. What is this? Atrioc, I live in the Republican fundraising capital, and our protest was a mile long, and over 50% of passersby honked in support. All smiles for everyone, including the cops. Yeah, I had the same vibe. People were positive. I don't know. It was a good vibe, and there was funny signs, which sounds like a small thing, but it just showed me that people are creative without ChatGPT, unless they ChatGPT'd funny signs for the protest, which they may have done, I guess. But I don't know. I thought it was good. I just thought it was good, dude. It was like a sign that like the raw human capital is still there. People are still able to come together and do things. We just have to change some of the systems that make it very difficult. That's my theory. But Benjamin, thank you for the 13 months. Hey, Atrioc, I had a genius idea for a stream. It's like a business presentation, but it's weekly. I'm thinking of a name like Business Presentations That Happen on Wednesdays. What do y'all think for this one? It'd be a more accurate name than the one we have now. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Atrioc, you need to get off your phone and touch grass. That's my conclusion. You're telling me, of all the people, not only in this room, but in the world, the person that needs to get off their phone and touch grass the most is me. A person who just was off the internet for a week. I'm just streaming again. Well, you... no, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Good diagnosis. Yep. You didn't submit your PTO last week, so we are docking you. First of all, you're not docking me. Pause. Nobody here's docking. Okay. If you mean docking my pay, that already happens. That happens every time you take a break as a content creator. Although that's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, Mike, thank you, by the way. All correct 1234 for the sub, and get cocky. Sounds sexual. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Is that I'm incredibly, astronomically impressed with Adish for just powering through, and he did not stop the train of Big A, despite me not telling him and just unprompted stop streaming for a week. That's crazy. I would have thought we would have had nothing. I'm impressed. You didn't tell him? I mean, I told him as it was happening, but it wasn't planned. I thought every day I was going to stream, and then every day it was like something would happen, or I would be with family and, maybe talking about something serious. And I'm like, I can't be like, all right, well, I'm going to dip because I want to go watch X-Files on, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work out that way. It was not, and there was just so much family here. There was just too much family to be like,